Stuff like that.
Word from the wise, never catch girls among swine. It's just a waste of time, cause they can't see you shine when you walk amongst the blind. Even when you reflect divine. Word from the wise, never catch your girls among swine. It's just a waste of time, cause they can't see you shine when you walk amongst the blind. Even when you reflect divine. Say, the truth is what I'm about to bring. Listen to the message I sing. I want to shine like diamond ring for the truth is what I'm about to bring. Listen to the message I sing. I want to shine like diamond ring for you. I want to thank God for the gift that He granted to me, to break down things so you can see the truth, the light, with all my soul. From funk, jazz, and rock and roll, I say wicked men rule what's overdue. A revolution you and I may come true. We all born sinner and we won't break free until we overcome hypocrisy. So stop pointing finger, reach to the sky, listen to the message, hold your head high, say na 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 na. Hey, we need to stop speculating and move into action. The war isn't waiting, it's just getting disastrous. Time to change the way we think, what we say, what we do. Strategize, find the tools to build and execute. We are ones that's chosen. The enemy is closing. They got the masses hypnotized. It's time for us to open their eyes. Word from the wise, never catch girls among swine. It's just a waste of time, cause they can't see you shine when you walk amongst the blind. Even when you reflect divine. Word from the wise, never catch your pearls among swine. It's just a waste of time, cause they can't see you shine when you walk amongst the blind. Even when you reflect divine. Word from the wise, never catch your pearls among swine. It's just a waste of time, cause they can't see you shine when you walk amongst the blind. Even when you reflect divine. Word from the wise, never catch your pearls among swine. It's just a waste of time, cause they can't see you shine when you walk amongst the blind. Even when you reflect divine. Say, word from the wise, never catch your pearls among swine. It's just a waste of time, cause they can't see you shine when you walk amongst the blind. Even when you reflect divine. Yeah, word from the wise, never catch your pearls among swine. It's just a waste of time, cause they can't see you shine when you walk amongst the blind. Even when you reflect divine. Yeah.
Stop! Yo! Something tells me to kill him dead up in this piece. Angry frustrations I shall release, cause I'm about to let loose the beast. Ha! Hear ye, all you asshole MCs. It's time to throw a party for it's the doomsday. If you need a Captain Ass Crack, if you want protection, play the rear. No man in this world I fear. My sound beats down for your protection. I advise you wear headgear. I spill the beans on Bruce Wayne, known as Batman. Ain't no crusader, just your average white man. Who me? I'm black man. More superhero than Letterman. I come equipped with joints like these to be the shit.
We got it up, family. Yeah, you know, it takes me some time.
Like the space between the asshole and clitoris on the video. Homeless woman, I ain't that some shit.
I don't know what's going on.
Your captain's Alibaba and you. One of the 40 D's.
We're about to get it popping on Ujamaa Journey. This beautiful Ujamaa Day. Get those emoji babies. I mean those Ujamaa babies around the applause. That's right. Y'all done. What you gonna do with it? Right? Getting it down.
don't understand. I be black man changing like a chameleon and worth every
Alright.
6 million.
So we about to get it started. We about to get it started.
Spirit, the six spice that brings about death, downfalls, and funerals. I do you
Women, but most important goddesses were black. Not just for
Bring
the
our girls to
African
come
now,
down.
in the civilization of the Greeks. The Greeks were so profoundly
Check out the
affected by the
method.
Africans
Hear from the young ladies
that the goddess
themselves.
of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva.
Alright, family.
The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is
warrior
Psyche,
learns
who's
the
represented
way
as
of
a black
value.
woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who
Read
has
it from
Jason
the young
win the
lady's
golden
perspective.
fleece is a black woman, Medea.
Read from the leader's perspective.
The woman
Put
who
one
married
together at
Perseus, the
Lady
Greek hero, is a
ROP.com. Learn more at Lady Warriors, ROP.com. After over 75 years of organizing and working with black people, Elder Marie Kelsey has put together this special report. Check it out for yourself. 11 steps, consideration for empowering African organizations. Get your copy at MaribaKelsey.com. Shots out to Mama Margarita. Let's get this started, man. I see you out there, Mama Margarita. Who else out there?
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go.
Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink.
Take a breath. Take your breath.
Now, grab your glass for some water.
Grab your glass
Lift your pitcher of that water.
or a bottle.
Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, move, then drink.
Move your body. Move your body.
Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your
Let's
ancestors.
toast.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Lift and pour yourself some water.
Pour.
Move your body, drink some water.
Move it.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in.
Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink.
Come on. Come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Come on, pour it.
Move your body.
Move. Family, come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Sweet. What's going on, family? Man, it's time for us to do the toast. Time for us to because ancestors woke. I don't know what they do in the spirit realm. I don't know whether they sleep or what, but it's time for us to get them moving today, family. The title of the show today is Maintaining Control of the Narrative. Is that what it's called? It's called Don't Lose Control of the Narrative, right? Because it's very important that people understand the narrative of what's going on here, regardless of who protested, right? Regardless of what you saw when you was down there. Please understand that George Floyd was the spark, was one of the sparks. America has been described as a powder keg for generations that was bound to blow. And one of the causes of that explosion was George Floyd. I'm hearing people saying that the march is about George Floyd, and people need to understand that it's bigger than George Floyd, because we have to address the system. We have to address the system that created George Floyd and the system that created the officer that did what he did. Please understand that. The protests are not about George Floyd. George Floyd is the spark. And we have to go on and maintain the narrative, because what starts to happen is that, people think that, the march was to get the police officers arrested, and we supposed to just, we supposed to stop talking about it. We just supposed to stop. The police officers being arrested should have happened from jump. They at least should have been held in custody until some type of investigation had been put on, not on suspended leave. Just think about that. You know what I'm saying? So now what's happening is we got individuals grabbing hold of the narrative and be like, well, y'all can go home now and everything is back to normal. And rather than our black officials and black leadership or whatever we got at this point in time, taking this opportunity at the machine being ground to a halt in the backdrop of the machine already being broke down by the coronavirus, which I like to call the Marcus Garvey, because I call it the Marcus Garvey virus, because Marcus said he would come back with 100 million Africans and shut this shit down, and guess what? It happened, right? Like I said, take control of the narrative. I'm a storyteller, so I'm going to let y'all know, right? Brought it to a halt. But brother Hatim, some black people was dying. Yeah. Because in any type of movement, any type of revolution, and any type of change, just like the police say, anybody can get it. Shut down the whole system, and in the backdrop of that, we had all this stuff popping off. Family, take control of the narrative. Have the discussion with families. Have the discussion with the children. Because if we allow people, because you know how white media do. By the time they get done with this, right? Oh, they arrested the officers. Everybody's supposed to be cool now. Justice. America, everybody go back to the way it was. No. We got to take control of the narrative. We got to let people know that we have to deal with the system that created George Floyd, as well as the officer that killed him. There's a system that is reproducing and creating situations and creating people that has to be addressed. We got the teacher in the house. Shouts out to Miss Janice Raleigh. It's a marathon, not a sprint. That's the teacher. Just words from the teacher. When your next show airing, throw it up there so I can go and shout it out. She has a podcast that's going to be popping off, and she's going to be talking and helping educators. And I know as many educators out there that need as much inspiration as possible, especially during these times with the major changes that we're going through, that we don't even know how long it's going to last. Right? So like I said, maintain control of the narrative. Have a discussion, family. Have a discussion. These give you talking points. You know how when they always talking about people, the right wing always got talking points. Family, we have to start discussing talking points. Even when we talking to someone, because you know we got some crazy cousins. You got to have those talking points in line. You know what I'm saying? So you could know how to start the conversation. This point A, boom, boom, boom. They hit you with something else, and you move to point B. And you stick to your talking points. And then if it escalates, start talking about football or something. Because some people you just can't say. I'm just saying. It's iCloud4G.move. Oh, okay. I got to check that out. iCloud. So, iCloud4G.mov. That's where her show is. And put up the name, because I didn't see the name that you selected. I threw my hat in the ring. I threw my idea in the ring. I don't know. 7:30 tonight, discussion about wellness. She having a discussion about wellness at 7:30 tonight. I'm gonna try to get home from the office. I ain't gonna go into my personal problems. my tales of woe on my adventure. You know what I'm saying? But adventures get like that sometimes. So family, once again, remember to take control of the narrative. Also, speaking of that narrative, of course, you always know I talk about the narrative of your life. Take control of the narrative of your life, and it will be a lot easier for you to take control of the narrative that's popping off in the world. A lot of us don't have control of the narrative of our lives. You know what I'm saying? We believe in what everybody else is telling us. We're not doing our own research. We're not even looking and studying ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Some of us don't even see ourselves when we look in the mirror. I don't know what some of us is looking at. But anyway, so tonight at 9, we're going to have we're going to have tribal quotes. And the quotes for tonight, drum roll, please. I got a new book. I told you they're $150 a piece, right? I told you got a stash. I told y'all some years ago, go out and get your book. African Openers Tree of Life. Told you these books are $150 a piece. So I had to get into the stash because this one is, we roughing this one up. So today is 6/4. I am thinking. All right, so we did 5/14. Okay. I done wrote up on. I'll be using my book, and y'all can see that this book is beat up. This is one of my all-time favorite books of all time. So last time on 528, we did, okay, so here we go. Put work, it says the proverb tonight, or we're gonna go through 3 and hopefully we have time to make them through them all, and then we'll get into discussion what's going on in the world. Put wisdom to work and evil will flee you. Anime, where you at? Wake up, girl. Where you at? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Instagram. I got to put on the headphones. Y'all just gonna have to hear my voice because the echo going back through the mic is horrible. And I lost my page. All right, here we go. But I got the book so trained it opened up to where I need it when I need it. Now, for those that don't know, African Openers to the Tree of Life is one of those type of books where you could be going through an issue in your life and you could just close your eyes, open a book, read one of these, and possibly stumble on the solution that you're looking for. Put wisdom to work and evil will flee you, say the knowledge holders. Respect for the law yields virtue. Disrespect yields limitation, the knowledge holders say. Now, y'all know we're going to go a little bit deeper in there because I'm going to try to understand what law they talking about. All right? And hopefully, and it might be too late for you if I have to tell you. But anyway, rightness is the love of the first source, and the first source is in love with rightness, say the knowledge holders. And the last one is the secret to opening every door is in its boat, say the knowledge holders. The boat prescribes the exact medium. I've been struggling with this one for a long time. The secret to opening every door is in his boat, said the knowledge holders. The boat the boat that prescribes the exact medium. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that one. All right, let me find my bookmark because my girls be, oh Lord. I pray for baby girls. Oh my God. Sometimes you just don't know. You just don't know what you're praying for. I got, because most of my daughters, I got them when he was about 12, between 12 and 14, right? We became, you know what I'm saying? So they went through all their little girl stuff, but now I got 7 and a 9-year-old. God, oh God. But anyway, I thought boys was rough. Let me just say that. I thought boys was rough, but hey, family. Anyway, let's go. Enough of my woes. Let's get into this toast, and then from there, let's move into some of the news because we got, like I said, we got some stuff we got to cover. We got some stuff that we really got to look at, man, because it's like you have to be concerned about your leadership when your leadership is in a position of power and still move through the door like a servant. Let me say that again. You as a group are in trouble when you are in a position of power, even if the power is temporary, and your leaders still move through the door like servants. Because one of the things I was talking about was what's the ask? What's the demand? You know what I'm saying? That we're gonna launch from this. And like I said, I'm just dude on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, DLive, and of course Twitch. I'm just an old thinking dude. I like to think, I like to have conversation. I've been running my mouth for forever. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, Miss Raleigh? Been running my mouth, doing the same shit, working with people and trying to help. You know what I'm saying? So I'm more on in the teaching type stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I do think and I do have questions and I don't mind putting my voice out there, even if my voice could be wrong sometime, which it is in a lot of occasions. But we in trouble when our leadership can't muster up the balls when they got young people out in the streets of all groups, all races, and in some cases tearing shit up. And it's like, well, we want to talk with the police union. We think that we need to fuck that. We need to dissolve the contracts with the police departments, and we need to renegotiate the contracts with the police department because there has been a violation. And when there's a violation in a contractual agreement, you can liquidate the contract. We need to renegotiate. This is what needs to happen. This is what needs to happen in the school systems. This is what needs to happen. Well, the people out there tearing stuff up, I think y'all need to give them what they want. Right? Rather than, well, we want to celebrate the good. No, we don't. Listen, the protest is the protest. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens. If shit was right, would they be out there? That's the question. So, because a lot of times we want to get in there and we want to negotiate changing our behaviors. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to change. Y'all need to change y'all goddamn behaviors. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like we got a whole education system where, because think about this. When I went down to the protest, I told you it was a lot of white people. And them white people was mad. Do you know how it feels to be in a family or a group and to find out that there's a possibility that you have been lied to your whole goddamn life? Do you know that a majority of us, we only know the word slavery. We really do not know the history of slavery and the history of the relationship of slavery to the development of the United States of America. A lot of people do not know that Jim Crow and the black codes and all that shit was put there to prevent us from being able to compete. And when people start hearing this shit, and they be like, damn, all these years I've been telling motherfuckers they need to work harder, and it don't matter how hard they work in most cases, that shit's not right. That shit's not right. Somebody been lying to me. All this time I thought I was doing this because I was better than everybody else. No, I'm doing this because I was given a head start. I'm winning because the obstacles that are there for those black folks are not there for me. Somebody been lying to me. Then on top of that, you got Rebecca or whatever her goddamn name in Central Park. And I want to thank that white woman from the bottom of my heart because you have helped raise the scales off of American society and our relationship with white women. I'm just saying. Because now the shut the fuck up is going to be able to come out of people's mouth a lot more easier when we dealing with y'all. Because I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't understand how, and this is just me, and I know I might catch some flack for this, but I don't understand how you can marry and birth and raise the motherfucker that's running around here causing all of the confusion in the world, and then turn around and say that you are just as oppressed as motherfuckers that was brought over here as slaves. That has never made sense to me. You fuck this man, you know what I'm saying? And in many cases, you this man's mother, you his sister, and in many cases, the older sister, you the aunt. You know what I'm saying? I got an aunt. I got aunts that I'm still scared of. You understand what I'm saying? I'm surrounded by women in my life that, yeah, physically I could get them. But it's just a certain connection that I have that if they ask me or they tell me to do something, it's going to be done. And if what I'm doing is disagreeable with them, I'm going to change my behaviors. So how the fuck don't y'all have that type of relationship with y'all men? Then turn around talking about you as oppressed as me? Okay. All right. I can't do it. And we can't do it no more, family. Listen, once again, get out of the habit of making people comfortable. Motherfuckers need to be comfortable when we come in the room. They need to be uncomfortable when we come in the room, because we need to bring that type of heat. We need to, because we got, like, for example, we got the teacher up there struggling, you know what I'm saying, trying to educate people, and we got people fighting against, like, actually giving our kids what they need to actually succeed. And it ain't just happening in Detroit. Believe me. We got, listen, I already told y'all this. We got a school called the Afrocentric School right here in Columbus, where we was told we weren't allowed to hold Kwanzaa there. How the fuck you got an Afrocentric school with the inside of the building looking like an Egyptian tomb, a Kemetic tomb, with all types of Afrocentric symbols, and in Nguzo Saba written on the side of the wall, and we are told that we are not allowed to have Kwanzaa in that building? The audacity of white supremacy. I'm just saying, the audacity. And what makes it even worse is that the white supremacists that stare are black. And we're surrounded by people like this. And they don't do nothing but get up in the way and slow you down and just want to pass the kids on, even though they scream words like excellence and transparency and shit, when all they doing is blocking the way. You on your way to a touchdown. You about to make a breakthrough with some kids, and all of a sudden, oh, you have to stop. But hold on, the kids want to read this book. We can't do that. Oh, you can't have these type of conversations with these kids. Some of the parents are getting upset. Which parents? Well, I can't divulge that. The way you talking to some of these children make me feel very uncomfortable, but my children need to hear the truth. But you understand. Come on, man. This is the shit we dealing with. And all this shit is systematic. I'm not mad at the brothers and sisters because, you like a well-trained dog. You only could do what you know. You haven't looked outside. I'm sorry that they never let you off your leash. I really am. You know what I'm saying? Thank God somebody was there to take my leash off and let me run around and get some free, at least get the smell of freedom and shit. I got to at least act like I was a wolf. You know what I'm saying? And like, damn, now I don't want to go back. A lot of y'all just itching to go back. And also, going back to the narrative, is it just me, or is it strange when you dealing with people in your life, especially professionally, that are trying to act like none of this shit is going on? I mean, it's almost like we having conversations and the pandemic was not even, we can't keep mentioning the pandemic, but this shit is, people rioting. Oh, everything. It's almost like we're talking to people that are living in a bubble, that because the bubble exists for them, we can't make progress. But anyway, I'm going to stop. It's time for us to pour these libations. All right, let's see. Hopefully we get a pop this morning. We're going to get a pop. You going to pop for us. This is that Ambrosia family. This is Unfiltered. No, I didn't go downstairs and start making the batches yet. I got some elders waiting. And I still need, I got a little bit of ginseng, but I'm going to have to go buy some more ginseng because I'm going to open up the cabinets, and my daughter's probably did something with the gin. Family, I don't know. Nobody ever told me the kids. I mean, it's like, I had babies when it was, I get them as teenagers. I was working with, nobody told me that kids just invent ways to break shit. Nobody warned me about that. I mean, it's just like you come home and it's just a new bill just waiting for you because your child did some type of experiment and they never can explain what they did. Or is there a reason? You know, reason separates us from the animals. Can you give me a reason? Please, can you help me? Is there anybody out there that can help me with this? Am I the only one dealing with this? My kids is breaking everything. And being in the house all day, eating everything. Is this some help? Anybody got any extra food stamps that they want to throw to Brother Hot Tim? Because this, you know, I want to keep them safe. But I'm almost tempted to just be like, yo, go play. Go outside. Y'all going to the pool. I don't, any ideas, any thoughts, any supports. I'm just messing with y'all. I love my kids. But y'all know what I'm saying. So we going through it. We got to have these conversations. You done raised or tried. You can help yourself. Oh, my God. You right, teacher. The teacher, she been like that since she was in her 20s and shit. She always right. But she good at what she do. See, I'm surrounded by a tribe of masters. Can't wait till my kids get old enough so I can send them to a summer program with her. They're coming to Detroit for the summer. Oh, I didn't tell you they're on the bus. Yeah, they'll be there, you know. I told them you would pick them up. Yeah, I told them how you look too, yeah. Yeah, just introduce yourself there. Oh, I didn't tell you they was going to be staying with you, though. My bad. Yeah, they're going to be, yeah. I know that's short notice, but I thought the summer program was important enough for them to learn, and then they could get to know you. Yeah. And I heard you got a lot of nice shit, and they like breaking shit too. So I just thought I would let you know. I took insurance policy out on them if you do something. I sent their medical cards just in case you got to take them to the hospital. All right. Well, anyway, let's toast. Oh man, we got us a nice. Yo, whoever getting this batch, y'all get a nice batch. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh Lord have mercy. Look. Oh, the smoke is pouring. Y'all see that? Y'all see oh my God. Yeah, that extra honey, man. That extra honey. So I gotta go on and make the separate it and make the stuff, but I wanted to make sure that it matured enough and got to the point. Right? Shots out to Helen LaDonna. How you doing? You laughing, Miss Riley? I'm okay. She laughing, y'all. You know, go put together one of those programs because you're gonna put together a bomb program in about 4 years. You know, I've been called the Black Nostradamus. I feel it coming. I got 2 candidates for you. Yep. One's 13 and one's 11. Yep. They're coming to you. But anyway, here we go. First, giving honor to the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We lift up our glass. Oh, before I start. Family, anybody that have any ancestors that they want to add to the list. I toast late, but I toast every day. And, you know, as we say, hell for African is being forgotten, and I don't never want that for our people anyway. But a lot of y'all salute your ancestors anyway. But if you have ancestors that you want to add to the list, by all means, post them up on the timelines now or hit us up on G&J or Ujamaa Journey Media on our Facebook page and inbox us. We write them down, we keep them, and we read them every day. Now, I just don't add people's ancestors on the list. I want them to add them. Unless I had a close personal relationship with the person that I'm adding to the list, I don't do that. I allow people to do that because we all have a different level of grieving, a different level of grieving time that we go through, right? So when you are ready to post your ancestors up, post them up, and know that I will respectfully toast them every day, right? And we just gonna expand our tribe because as we add ancestors, we add power to our tribe. I'm telling you, listen. But we lift up our glass. We salute our creator by whatever name you choose to call it creator. We lift up our glass and we salute and we say, I say, and you know I was talking to you, right? I know you knew I was talking to you because I was tempted to put them on there because I done seen it, but I said, nah, but I wanted to let you know, baby. I want to respect your process. And, but I want you to know I was waiting for you. All right, got it. So let's get it. Now we're going to move to our ancestors. Any more? Are there any more? Let me go to the list over here. Okay, none. All right, so we're going to lift up our ancestors, and I'm going to try to do the list as I usually do because I'm trying to learn them all by heart so that one day when we camping or I'm somewhere where I don't have a book, I could go on and I could pick my camera up and just do it without it. So, we're going to make this transition. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robin and Texana Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilley, Georgia Winnie Walter, Christopher and Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvar Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fillard, Montague Pimenel, Nomo X, Pet Maya Rob, Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy. Did I say Jay Edwards? I want to make sure I said Jay Edwards. Elder, where was I at? I lost my rhythm. Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Gail Pullian, the Luxor Brothers, Miss Ela Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Del Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Ware, Levita Farmer, Augusto Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Deolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza, Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keishla Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Worrell, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hallie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatet Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson. Oh, man. All right. We down here. We made it down here today. So let me find, we are, wrong side. Eugene Jackson Sr. Oh, Richard Ellis. Oh, man, I'm going to get that. We got Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Delia Monez, Gina Rope Jones, Jana Callahan. We have William Walter West, Nigella Parrish, Elder Basiji Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFridas Hines, Inez Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scanabay, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee, Print Up Jr., William Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Cadney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Peanut Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Naylon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr. I'll add mine another day. I have to go to job number 1 soon. All right, I got you. You have a great day and be safe. Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Glebus, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball, Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Senior, Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleater, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ada Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mae France, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heap Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Urchin Houston, Led Oz, Elijah Oz, Jerome Oz, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Oz, and Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Bad Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beer, Tim Butler, Raymond Loa Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brownlee Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruth Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed, Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Esther H. McNair, Lord Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Albert, Mazarin Coper, George Swan, Emmanuel Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Evans McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. Then we moved to the Black Book, we have Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, lovingly known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lonnie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Talbot, Stina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundum, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Sherman Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Owner Claire's Lump, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khalid is in transition, Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gass, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruthie Lane Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Munger III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Jasandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, L.L.T. Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers. We have Elijah Juan Hakeem and Coma, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Towton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Justin Carl White, Desi Woods, Talar Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Cincinnati Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton. We have William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Cooper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Toot the Don, Sarah Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter, Mary Smith, Juanita Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle. We got Lavana Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter. We got Craig Lee Jones. We got Granny Beulah. We got Papa Al Riesland. We got Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett. We got LaShonda Jamar, and we got Leroy Riley. We lift up our glass, and we say the mighty words of Ashe. Man, oh man, family. We lift up our glass. It feels so good every day to be able to, to be able to just go through all these names, because these are connections that have been sparked in many cases in person, as well as through the internet. Family, I thank you for trusting me with the fam, you know what I'm saying, with the ancestors, and we lift up our glass knowing that we need to thank our ancestors, because they was there for us when we were not able to provide for ourselves. We understand they have created this space and time that we are in. They fought to maintain it. Now it's our job. So we have a promise to keep with them, a pledge, you know what I'm saying, that we have to keep with them, right? Because it's our responsibility to pass on the space and time, at least the space and time that they passed on to us, on to the next generation, right? So we lift up our glass and we salute those ancestors that laid it down for us so that we can lay it down now. So we lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, family, we move to the present moment. And right now, it's your time, it's your time, it's your time. I want to give all of the Ujamaa babies a round of applause. Let me see, where those Ujamaa babies at? Give those Ujamaa babies a round of applause. Oh, man, family, as I do on the daily, I'm going to ask you, take some time, look for your principles. We got to start looking for our stuff in this world, because we've been programmed to look for other people's stuff. So I'm challenging you today, go out, if you go out, or in your house, or on your Zoom meeting, or in your business meeting, or when you go to a grocery store, I want you to look for the principle of Ujamaa today, because the day is Ujamaa. We done conquered the week. We done took it over, and we are no longer saying the days of the week like we've been taught. We're saying Ujamaa. We're saying Umoja. You know what I'm saying? We speaking our own language, right? So those that don't understand that, like I said, go to freegnjecourse.com. For those of you that are supporters, all that stuff is free for you. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of that, Janice, I need your email address so that I can send you the links to all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if the supporters is making it possible for us to do a lot of this stuff just in what they've been given. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like sometimes I have to make choices on what I'm gonna do for that month, and y'all give me a little bit of space to be able to continue holding on to some of these functions. But anyway, we're in the present moment right now, and it's Ujamaa. And once again, we celebrate all of those babies that was born on Ujamaa, right? And I ask you to activate that reticular formation and get out there and start looking for Ujamaa. And I'm telling you, once you start identifying your principles, once you start seeing your principles in the world, it becomes easier and easier to find them. And then it becomes easier and easier to practice them. But first, we got to become aware of them. We got to become conscious of them and start seeing them and see where they work, so that we could either get involved with it, or we could find ways to make it a little bit more effective. But Ujamaa, for those that don't speak the language, means cooperative economics. Man, do we need that one, right? Cooperative economics. Reciprocity is the meiotic principle for the day. Gratitude is what we teach the kids in our system called the M7. Green is the color. And polarity is the Hermetic law. You know what I'm saying? So when I put the calendar together, Ujamaa came together with reciprocity, came together with gratitude, and came together with the color green. That shit was dope. I said, oh, this was meant to be. Ujamaa is the one that really let me know it was we gonna start using this. So for those who are born on this day, the male name for the day is Yao. The female name is Ya. All right, we lift up our glass and we salute the power of this moment, because family, we got a promise to keep to these ancestors. Not only do we got to maintain the space and time, and for those that don't understand what I'm talking about, let me tell you, right? Every people have a space and time, and you hold on to that space and time, and you pass that space and time on to the next generation. See, that space and time allows you to exist, and other people and other groups are constantly trying to chip away at your space and time. They want your space. They want your time. Right? So right now, many of us, we got to kind of contract some of our time out. Our ancestors did what they could. Now it's time for us to move to the next level. So now the next generation that's coming, we need to be preparing them to hold on to the space and time that we have. We also need to be in our lifetime doing the work in a moment to expand our space and time, as well as add resources, so that not only are we passing on space and time to our children, we're passing on resources and power. So we lift up our glass in this moment for those of us that's handling the business, and for those of us that's about to go on and jump up and start doing the business. So we lift up the glass for this moment and we say Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? It's a very simple journey. We move to our future generation, our children, our children's children, on to infinity. Family, we already know what we got to do in the moment. So we salute our children in advance, because they're going to do some incredible stuff. Because if we laying it down now, they ain't got nothing but good examples to go by, right? So please, don't waste your children's space and time, because it's your ancestors loaned it to you. It don't belong to you, and it ain't about you. You know, we're going to have to defeat that too. That's part of the fucked up narrative that you received. And I understand, because I got that narrative too, right? But we got to go and break through that narrative, because it's never been about you. I'm just letting you know. It's been about them, and I'm pointing towards the future. Well, it could be that way too, but you know. So we lift up our glass. We salute our children, our children's children, on into infinity. And I love to say to my children, I can't wait to see what you become. I already know what you are. I just can't wait to see what you become, right? And I just can't wait to see what our babies do with the future, right? So we lift up our glass in advance. Next, we move to all of our relations. We toast it up. We say, Ashe. From their family, I want to do this selfish toast. This is for you, right? What is it that you need in this moment to move in full force, in full power, to get what you need? We done call for our creator. We done call for our ancestors, our grandmothers, our grandfathers, our aunts, our uncles, right? We done called them all. And all this energy is here. It's always been here, but now we're conscious of it. There's a difference when you become conscious of something. Now you know that energy is with you. What do you need in this moment to help manifest that power in you? We lift up our glass for that, and we say Ashe. Last but not least, I want to toast the most magnificent, the most marvelous, the most beautiful, the most uplifting, the most outstanding, the wisest and the strongest and the bravest individual in the room. I want to lift my glass up to you, and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. Oh, goddamn. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm sorry, excuse me. Goddamn. Oh, I'm getting better and better. I can't wait to see what my kids do with the recipe. I don't even know which one is going to take it up. But let's go on and move. Let's go and move to the news real quick, because I got to get out here to my adventure. I got a Herculean task ahead of me, so I got to go on and knock this out. Now, just for those that want a little deeper political education, right? This is a brother. His name is Army Osei Frimpong. Dude is brilliant. Brilliant. I first ran into him when I started watching Yvette Carnell's show in the early days. And I was wondering what happened to him. But, this dude is I think he's a political philosopher or something like that. But he got some real good information, and he got some real good insight on how politics work and stuff like that. And he does it in like little quick 10, 20, 30-minute sessions. It's real good. So it's like a political class. So those that are looking for a little deeper political analysis and learning how to have political conversations, this is a good place to start. The name of his channel is Funky Academic. Go on and follow him on YouTube. Check out his stuff. He say he does stuff every near at about around 4-ish. So I'm I'm gonna get back in. Now that I know where he is, I'm gonna get back into watching him. He still pop up on my YouTube every now and then. This one popped up. I looked at it. I was like, damn, his analysis is dope. Uh-oh. Hold on. The teacher done posted up her stuff. I gotta get it. J. Rowling. All right. Cool. All right. So I got to figure out, because I'm gonna get on there sometime today, because I got a lot of. I'll get with you. I'm gonna make sure you get all your stuff. Let's just do that. And it's all digital, and I got some. And if you want to put together a digital book or a digital course, Miss Janice, you need to holler at your brother. Oh, she done left. Damn. All right. Giammi Journey Media. Oh, my fault. U.S. racial inequality in 6 stark charts. And I'm not gonna go through the charts, but you can see this. This is wealth, 171,000. That's average for white family. Black family, 17,600. But all this includes those assets, right? If you take away some of those depreciating assets, it's not this high for us. It might not be that high for them, but for us, we know it's not that high. All right? It's more like 1,700. Anyway, well, a lot of us are finding that out right now. In Federal Reserve notes, fairy dust, the land is ours. Once we know this in the mind, their power over contrivance, fiat, ceases. Okay. All right. Columbus School Board promises more action to reverse problems rooted in racism. So does that mean they're going to deal with the curriculum? I'm just saying. Columbus School Board promises more actions to reverse problems rooted in racism. See, and like a lot of these words like reverse problems, or why not just eradicate the race system, or because it's just like, it's like we have to constantly make adjustments, and when you adjusting something that is broke, it's just gonna break down again. If it's not working right, we might need to kind of really look at replacing it. And I know that's kind of scary for some of us, really, you know what I'm saying? But really, when it comes down to it, we might need to we're going to have to consider that. Some of this shit really need to be broke down. And I think one of the first and one of the best places to start, because all of our children are mandated to go there, is in the school system. So we can't just let them talk about, bus contracts and who mows the lawn and who get the janitorial contracts. Yeah, because really everything in at least in Columbus, we're about 28%. So all contracts and all stuff that goes out, at least in Columbus, we should be receiving 28% of it. At least 28%, right? So, that shit should be set aside so that we can get it. And if we can't fulfill it or find somebody within our community to fulfill it, then, like I said, all fair, love, and war, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Because, but a lot of stuff, the resources ain't there, but, that's going to require some stuff. But also, in the curriculum, we can start re-educating a total population about ADOS, about African, American, about our relationship and our importance to America. Because the picture they paint is that you was just a slave. And that's all. Rather than you being a cog in an economic engine that propelled America to the position that it's in right now. I want y'all to think about how young America is and how fast it progress. And then I want you to start thinking about that progress and how did it happen and why did it happen. Many people want to jump right over that. They want to jump right over that. It was our innovation. It was because we are country immigrants, which is a goddamn lie. But anyway, y'all gonna look at that for yourself. Oh yeah, we got DigiFest popping off. We got Dr. Greg Carr coming in. And all that's gonna start on 6/20 at noon. That's a Kuumba. And we in June now. And we're going to go noon to 12. 12 to 6 p.m. Now, he's not going to speak that long. We're going to have him for about an hour. He's going to come in and he's going to rapportate with the family, right? So we also got Philip Shock Matthews. We got Brother Malik. We got Sister Roni. We got Sister Earth Jallo. We got Shaka going to be putting on a performance. And right now, we're working on a band performance that's going to blow your mind. Let me just say that. All right, Instagram, I'm out. Y'all take it easy. Check us out at gnjmedia.live. Go on and sign up. Also, go to gnjmedia.support if you haven't, so that you can help support what we do. Y'all can do that too out there in YouTube and Facebook and DLive and all the other platforms and Twitch, all the other platforms out there. Y'all need to check that out. But we're going to be giving it up. So y'all come on out. But anyway, I just want to show y'all some of the numbers. We had 51 views yesterday. 4 shares, family. Thank you. Thank you. Continue to like and share because that is what's getting this. See, a single digit here, no digit here, this is always going to stay low. But a single digit here transform into 2 digits here. I want y'all to understand that. The more shares, the more views. You know what I'm saying? So a single digit share will give me a 2 to 3 digit number for views. So thank you for helping me. I appreciate that. Shouts out to Miss Crystal Smith because she was on there. We was talking it up yesterday. Come on, computer, stop playing. You ain't that slow. All right. Once again, go and view the Instagram post by my brother Carnell Willoughby, and Willoughby's Soul Veg. Check out what he's talking about because he needed space, and somebody out there in our connections and within our connections have exactly what he need, right? Shots out. I mean, I just had the food over. Actually, I'm kind of upset because I just found out. I mean, I'm always the last. I don't know. I just be in my own cocoon. I've been seeing posts, but I don't be reading them and stuff. And I be like, they be doing the pop-ups, and I thought it was a pop-up, but he telling me that he been doing this here from Ujamaa to Imani for a while. I'm like, well, damn, dog, you. Oh, shit. All right, but anyway. But anyway, but now he got to close the kitchen down, and he's looking for another space, and he's asking for help from the family to help him find another commercial space out of which he could do his magic in the kitchen. All right, so we're gonna give him a round of applause for being an entrepreneur and just being an all-around beautiful brother, right? Those that know him, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? All right, so go and check that out. And if y'all have any ideas, hit them up. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. Democrats push to make Ohio first state to declare racism a public health crisis. We'll talk a little bit more about that tonight, but I just wanted to show y'all something. Because we've been through a lot of this. I didn't have time. I didn't even have time to do, because y'all know I usually try to do DigiTV. I haven't had time to even sit down and do DigiTV all throughout this week. But I want to show y'all something. We got 56 views. This one don't have any shares. We got 131 people missed, but it don't have no shares. But I want to go down a little bit farther because I want to show y'all what I mean. Oh, this right here, this was a dope conversation. This is Karen Hunter right here. She does an excellent talk show. But she was talking with I don't know this sister's name, but I think this is the one where they was talking about formulating a secret society. Basically, they talking about tribe building. I mean, I'm just saying, you know, it takes some people some time to get around to it, but basically what they talking about is building tribe, right? And excellent conversation, family. If you get an opportunity, check it out, because it's some real good meat for you. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're not able to eat that mental meat, you might not want to get on this one. I'm trying to tell you, because they giving it up. All right, but let's see. Where we at? All right, here we go. Double-digit views. Double-digit shares. Look at this. Triple-digit numbers. I want to thank the family for supporting. I just wanted to show y'all, like, because the more shares we get, the farther the reach, the more engagements, the more views. I want to look, and it tells you everybody that was sharing it. Shouts out to Mama Margarita. Look, you know what I'm saying? Look, I mean, I ain't gonna, because some people might not want people to know, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all making this happen. I try to do as good as I can, because y'all know I'm not a script dude. Those that know me, I'm not a script dude. So, you know, a lot of this is like spur of the moment. I get up in the morning and I have to toast my ancestors, and I just don't want to just toast the ancestors without at least us taking a look at the world together. So, family, I want to thank y'all for joining me. I got to get out of here. I got to get to my adventure. Remember, we got DigiFest coming up on the 20th, on June the 20th. Remember to check us out on G&J Media .support. You know what I'm saying? You can also, you know, like and subscribe to G&J Media .live. I don't think I got anything else for y'all. Let me see. Oh, yes, I do. All right, family. Shouts out to my auntie Georgia.
To have melanin embedded in our skin is a gift. Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black? Too strong? Yeah. We were born to be great. Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black. You were born to be great.
Go to gnjmedia.support. That's gnjmedia.support.
Ayimbobe is an acronym, Mind, Body, and Universal Balance Empowerment Institute. It is also Zulu. It means lion, of course. With that, we're working with resiliency. We're working with trauma-informed care. With all of the mind-body connections that we need to not only address so many of our ills, but also to heal from them. There's no one giant step that does it. It's a lot of little steps. Author unknown. How do you regulate? Yoga, meditation, and Bube. Mind, body, universal balance, empowerment. We're waiting for you. How do you regulate?